Hi everyone, hope you're all staying safe and well. Bernard here, welcome to my film and TV channel. Today we have a movie review and it's a horror science fiction thriller and it's entitled Possessor. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications, check the playlist. I do TV, drama reviews, film reviews, lots of different things, information vlogs. So if that's of any use to you, please push that subscribe button. Tell your friends about it as well. We're trying to get to about 1,000 subscribers. That's the ultimate aim at the moment, but within the next 3 or 4 months, so towards the end of May, we're trying to get to that. We're about in the late 600s at the moment, so any help towards that figure will be fantastic. And if you do check the playlist, you'll notice some football stuff as well. If you're not into that, don't worry about it. There's loads of film and TV stuff, but if you're interested in football, I do vlogs on my football team, Manchester City. I do past and present vlogs, history vlogs, quizzes, lots of different things. So if you're not interested yourself, or you might know someone who is a City supporter or interested, please point them in my direction. I will be very grateful. A couple of links on the screen as well for Facebook and Twitter. If you follow and friend me, I do check every 2 or 3 days and follow and friend everyone back on there, and I post loads of stuff. All comments very welcome, not just about this film. If you've any comments about anything film-wise, film and TV-wise, just leave us a comment or go on one of the other vlog videos and leave us a comment on there. And of course, if you haven't got time for that, if you can give us a little thumbs up if you like it, that's much appreciated. It's nice to get views, but it's nice to get a little thumbs up as well, so that'd be wonderful if you can do that for me. Right, let's have a look at this Possessor, shall we? Yes, 18 certificate, 1 hour and 43 minutes, so it's about a 98-minute runtime, the film. It's written and directed by Mr. Brandon Cronenberg. There you go, he's got a lot to live up to, this guy, hasn't he? Yeah, it stars Andrea Riseborough, Christopher Abbott, Rossif Sutherland, Tuppence Middleton, Sean Bean and Jennifer Jason Leigh. Some nice, good to see some of those faces in a film. It follows an agent, actually. It's about an agent who works for a secretive organisation that uses brain implant technology to inhabit other people's bodies, ultimately driving them to commit assassinations for high-paying clients. There you go, and do the dirty work for them. So there you go. Trailer. I watched the trailer. Trailer's not bad, actually. Trailer's okay. I mean, it's very hard to make a bad trailer, isn't it, these days? Even with the rubbish film, I mean, you can usually find a minute and a half of something exciting, can't you? So yeah, I'll give the trailer 7 out of 10. It wasn't too bad, the trailer. Have a look at the trailer. It won't ruin the film totally for you, but it gives you a feel for what the film's about. The critics, well, Rotten Tomatoes like it, 93% positivity. That's based on 194 critics' ratings and scores, and it's averaging 7.7 out of 10, which is not too shabby at all, with 181 fresh and 13 rotten. So really, not many rotten reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. The website's consensus reads, further refining his provocative vision, writer-director Brandon Cronenberg uses Possessor's potentially over-the-top premise as a delivery mechanism for stylishly disturbing thrills. I think it means it's a bit bloody, actually, to be honest with you. Metacritic, yeah, the old other critic site, has a weighted average score of 72 out of 100, so again, quite positive. That's based on 28 critics with 24 fresh and just 4 mixed reviews, no negative reviews. And does score, though, anywhere between 4 out of 10, which isn't great, and 10 out of 10, which is silly. Nothing's ever 10 out of 10. Screen Daily's Wendy Ide, she gave it 6 out of 10 and said, Possessor is ultra stylish and uber violent, but despite a top tier cast, it's not always entirely clear what is going on and who is in control of the finger on the trigger. Yeah, I can take the point. The Globe and Mail Toronto's Barry Hertz gave it 7.5 out of 10. He liked it, but like Tasha, Possessor succeeds in getting under your skin. If this is just a taste of what Brandon Cronenberg has in store for cinema, then long live the new flesh. And Hollywood Reporter's John DeFore, who we usually go to a lot, he liked it. Yeah, he'd give it 8 out of 10. He says there's an emotional logic to the action and imagery, carrying viewers along even if they're not quite sure if they're rooting for the innocent man or his troubled attacker. Yeah, I can see the point of that as well. Internet Movie Database, how about you and me, Joe Public, who've watched this film? We've got over 16,000 scores and reviews as I'm recording this vlog, and it's scoring 6.5 out of 10. So again, not too shabby on Internet Movie Database. That's a good score. And some of the comments, yeah, not always positive. There's a lot of negativity out there. Wasted potential. Good idea, not great execution. Gratuitous violence, certainly is. Visually stunning at times, but the plot falls flat. And just terrible, someone else wrote. So not all fantastic. Some of the nicer comments. Assassin's Creed but horror. Yeah, that was a nice comment. Possessor is one of the most visually shocking films of 2020. Yes, that was a positive. Like father, like son. So if you like Mr. Cronenberg Sr., you're all right. Very visualising and detailed. This is what I could call a great psycho horror. There you go. So a little bit for a 6.5 out of 10. There was quite a lot of negativity on the written reviews, which is quite unusual. Usually if people leave a poor review, they usually just leave a bad score and run, to be honest with you. But a lot of people felt the need to put pen to paper or fingers to keyboards to actually comment on this one. What about my thoughts? Yeah, as I said, the written reviews are far from positive on this, which is not a great sign. I don't think it's a sort of concerted effort by a group of people to knock this down. I think it's just the way the film came over. I mean, I can understand some of this negativity. It does perhaps rely too much on the shock and gore, if you like. Not shock and awe, shock and gore to entertain. And it does sort of forget at times to add a little bit of meat to the storyline. You know, it doesn't really give us a lot of background, unfortunately, about this thing. So, but it does sort of just hit you in the face, basically, or stab you with all this gore and blood that comes on the screen. So it does sort of try to do it that way. It was a little bit cheaty, a little bit lazy, if you like. You know, it's lazy, and it's not done particularly with special effects either. It's all sort of done old school as well. So it does look quite good. Put it this way, don't watch if you don't like graphic bloody violence, because it is very, very graphic. There's also some nudity and sex scenes which don't honestly add that much to it. I'm not a prude, I don't mind things, but again, it's just there to sort of grab attention without really moving the story along. There's some gaps in the film, as I said, and you do sort of tend to have to guess at some of the whys and wherefores to what's happening on the screen. I think, as one of the critics said earlier on, you do get the full Cronenberg vibe from the film, and as with the original, it's for me anyway, it's a hit and miss with the original Cronenberg. For me, I found some of Cronenberg Senior's work very good, and I found some not so good. So yeah, so this is like, you know, okay. But I sort of like Cronenberg summed up in one film at the moment. Cronenberg Senior summed up in one film by his younger version, obviously. It's a theme and a plot that's been done to some extent many, many times. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's very few original stories these days. But it was perhaps a nice change. A nice change, it is a weird word to use, but from some of the shock horrors we've had to endure quite recently, which very few and far between have really shocked and horrored us, to be honest with you. So allowing further gaps in the story, there is enough in it to just about keep you watching and keep you interested. I mean, as I said, I'm a bit more meat on the backstory, perhaps, Mr. Cronenberg Jr. next time, because obviously it's okay having these shock and violent scenes, but let's have a little bit more story as well. I mean, that's what I want anyway, and I think a lot of people want that. It's not, you know, it's great. I mean, you know, you may as well just watch an hour of the worst scenes in films of people getting mutilated and killed, but. Yeah, a little bit more meat on the bone, perhaps. There's plenty of meat on the bone when we're watching this film, to be honest with you. But there you go. Yeah, so not bad, but I wouldn't say it was fantastic. So, yeah, I wouldn't go as high as the critics, who seem to like it. They're averaging between 7 and 8, most of the critics, to be honest with you. But I'm going to give it my little Bernard score. A watchable. It's a watchable rating. It's yeah, just a 6 out of 10, which is just a watchable. I mean, the poster, which you've probably seen coming up on screen as I've been doing this, is okay. Again, I'm not going to give it any more or less than the film itself, so I'll give the poster a 6 out of 10 as well. And if you've seen this and you like it, it's actually out to buy. You're probably watching this near enough now. I'm recording this about 4 days before, but it's out to buy on the 8th of February 2021. So that's £7 DVD, so cheap as chips, and £11.99 on Blu-ray. So if you do want to buy Possessor, that's out to buy from the 8th of February online and in store in the UK. Just check your territories wherever you are. And if you get to watch this, let me know what you think. And as I say, it's a bit, well, it's okay, Brandon. I mean, but as I say, it's. I think we're going to have the same with Brandon that we had with his Cronenberg Senior. I think we're going to have some that hit the mark and some that don't. But not a bad little effort. Please, thanks for watching. Whatever we're going to do this today, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other till we meet here again. Hopefully on the film and TV channel, or perhaps you flit across to my Citizen channel, my football channel, wherever it is. All I ever ask is please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.